or I'll shoot.
And before anyone could put their hands up, started unleashing a barrage of 7 shots. So today, my friends, we are in Greymouth, South Island of New Zealand, right next to the beautiful Grey River. But our tale begins at the Bank of New Zealand building, right across the road in the centre of Greymouth. Let me take you back to 1917. Just a regular morning in the coastal town of Greymouth on the west coast of the South Island of New Zealand. Isaac James, who was a local mines foreman, which meant he had the job every week of going and paying the wages to the various miners around the coast, and his comrades John Collard and William Hall had just left this very bank behind us with a huge stack of cash to pay their mining buddies in Ranunga. Little did they know they were about to star in a real life drama with all the elements of a real Wild West shootout. So you can imagine this in 1917, there was all shingle roads, there was no such thing as tarmac. All the boys had to do was follow the Grey River down here, go across the bridge, and about 7 or 8 k's down the road, there's a little mining town called Ranunga. And that's where they had to go and pay all the mine workers that were eagerly waiting for their week's wages so they could go and spend it at the local saloon or whatever they wanted to do with it. So they would have driven over an old rickety bridge here and then turned right and head up the valley to Ranunga. And you know what, my friends, they almost made it the 8 kilometres all the way to Ranunga. But hiding in the bush just down here was an unexpected surprise. Picture this, the trio in their motorcar cruising down the road with the sun shining, not a care in the world, holding on to a large sack of cash that they've just got from the bank, when suddenly, around the corner, bang! They crash into an unexpected roadblock. Some random ladder and a mysterious box. Quick thinker Collard jumps out and tries to clear the mess. Right on the corner here, this is where it happened. A highwayman comes charging out of the bush here with a pistol in each hand, yelling, "Hands up or I'll shoot." And before anyone could put their hands up, started unleashing a barrage of 7 shots. So right on this very spot, my friends, James Isaac, he gets shot in the hand, he gets shot in the thigh, and he also gets shot in the back. His friend Collard goes down, and he was dead before he even hit the ground, guys. And Hall, he catches a bullet right in the spine, and to make matters worse, even his clothes catch fire from the gunpowder residue. Hold on, guys, it gets even more intense. 2 unsuspecting cyclists who were heading to Greymouth, Peter and Leonard Manderson, witnessed the whole shebang from their secret hiding spot in the bush just off the roadside. The masked gunman then makes a grab for the bag containing £3,659, which is equivalent to about $200,000 today, and bolts for the bush. When it was safe, our biker heroes raced to the rescue. Leonard, on instructions from his dad, zooms off on his push bike to get the cops and an ambulance, setting the stage for a real-life manhunt. Word spreads like wildfire, closing down mines up and down the coast and turning 150 angry miners into makeshift detectives, combing the bush for the elusive Greymouth highwayman. But this guy is as slippery as an eel. But then 2 tip-offs come in from the other side of the island that crack the case wide open, leading the law to a mysterious character going by the name of Frederick Eggers Mahone. The cops pounce on him in a boarding house where he's held up in Christchurch, finding a big bag of cash, and he even had a gun on him. Turns out he'd been playing hide and seek with the law, living with his girlfriend Elizabeth as brother and sister under fake names to throw everyone off the scent. Talk about real life Bonnie and Clyde. The trial unfolds like a blockbuster movie, kicking off on February the 11th, 1918, and wrapping up in just 4 days. Edgar gets hit with a guilty verdict and a hanging sentence. But the drama doesn't stop there. Behind bars, Edgar insists he's innocent, pouring his heart into an 85-page handwritten document. And just when you think the story can't get any wilder, poor William Hall doesn't make it, succumbing to his gunshot wounds, adding another layer of tragedy to the tale. Fast forward to March 5th, 1918, 8 a.m, Edgar faces the gallows. Picture this, a sip of water, a man on the brink, and he shouts 3 times, "I didn't do it! I didn't do it! I didn't do it! Damn you!" This marks the grand finale of the Greymouth's one and only payroll heist, with Eggers becoming the last guy to swing from the gallows in Canterbury and the South Island of New Zealand. The echoes of this heart-pounding tale will continue to reverberate around the west coast in the pages of history. The locals in 1917 created this memorial behind me, my friends, on the exact spot where the 2 mine workers were killed. And the 3rd guy will never ever recover properly from his injuries. So let's go and have a look. Right on the corner, my friends, where this tragedy occurred. erected by the residents of this district to the memory of William Hall and John Collard, who met a tragic end at this spot November 9, 1917. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. You guys are really awesome. I really appreciate you watching. I enjoy bringing you a little bit of New Zealand history. It all helps when you're travelling around in your camper van or you're visiting our beautiful country and you come across a monument like this. You might say to yourself, I seen that silly guy on YouTube. He told me exactly what that was all about. Anyway, guys, same as usual, if you like my videos, remember to subscribe, drop me a like, drop me a comment. Always remember to put in the comments below if there's anything that you want me to cover about New Zealand or about New Zealand history. It will be my pleasure. Once again, thanks to all those people who brought me a coffee. It really helps me get around the country and do this sort of thing. Put a couple of good videos up there for you, one either side. And remember, guys, if it's Kiwi, it's got to be worth doing.